Warning, this video is not made for those that are weak-minded, those who are stuck, those who don't know that their mind is the most powerful thing that they have. Today, we're going to be diving deep into NBA 2K16, but mostly the way you think, the way you live, the way you play games. We're going to be really invading some of your mindsets. And fair warning, this content is made to keep you open-minded, to help you get perspective, and let you respect yourself in a new way and get perspective on everything. Anything I say isn't about if I'm right or wrong, more about sharing different views to help you along the way. Now, first thing that we're going to do, no games, no gimmicks. Make sure you leave a like and sub if you want more content. First thing that we're going to do is get right into the real, aka this right here is Soul Illuminati. You guys know who this is, a content creator for a very long time. He has 2 million subs on his channel. He's playing 2K16 in this video, and it says 2K is broken. All right. So first things, the reason this is important is I wanted to go back to 2K16, remember the game. So I went on YouTube and Googled 2K16 is, and I found a bunch of videos. Started bugging out because the Matrix is real. You guys have been trapped, and I'm here to help you escape. All right. So just listen to what he had to say about 2K16 before we continue.
All I could do is just laugh at NBA 2K16, man. I gotta just laugh at the sloppiness and just the fucked up shit that they've been doing, man. NBA 2K16 at this point is completely broken, my nigga. For some of y'all that don't know, some of y'all niggas probably gonna hop on the game and y'all gonna be a Legend 1 or a Legend 2. NBA 2K16 just gave everybody free rep, my nigga. It was a few niggas on my Twitter talking about, man, I just went from an All-Star 3 to a Legend 1. You know what I'm saying? Niggas talking about they just went from an All-Star 4 to a Legend 1. My gang member just hit me up and said he was just at the beginning of Legend 1 and almost a Legend 2, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Not only did they hand niggas free rep today, but they banned niggas today for wearing mascot. For some of y'all that don't know, if I did a mascot glitch for you, make sure you go and do that switch part glitch and take that mascot off ASAP. You know what I'm saying? I was doing all my mascot glitches for free for my subscribers. I did not know niggas was gonna get banned. You know what I'm saying? And speaking of getting banned, NBA 2K15 had all the glitches in the world. You had stimulus package glitches, demigod glitches, Legend 3 animation glitches. Nobody got banned and the shit never got patched. Now,
All right, so you hear him. He said 2K15 was broken and this and that. And he talked about issues that and if you listen to any other video, you go through YouTube, I mean, you're going to find a lot. But the point is, I'm tropically helping y'all realize this cycle has been happening for over 10 years. All right. Dudes make the little YouTube rants. Community gets toxic about it. No matter what game, and don't get it twisted. 2K15 and 16 is considered some of the best of ever. Oh my gosh. Well, here you go. Keep listening.
all of a sudden, a weak ass mascot glitch come out, and like I said, if a nigga was trash before he had the mascot, he was gonna be trash with the mascot. Ain't no way in hell niggas should be getting banned for doing some shit like that. And no disrespect to all the niggas that grinded who actually hit Legend 3 legit. But as y'all can see, NBA 2K16 still don't give a fuck because they just handed everybody free rep. Niggas ain't gotta grind for nothing. Everybody's getting all this shit for free, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? But all y'all had to do was patch the little mascot glitch. You know what I'm saying? And that's it. Niggas should not be getting banned for that foo-foo shit. You feel me? But it is what it is. As y'all can see, I didn't get banned. I been took my shit off. You know what I'm saying? I took my shit off 2 days ago. Soon as NBA 2K16 said patch 4 was releasing 72 hours later, and they dropped that bitch a day later for PS4, I instantly took that mascot shit off because
And I want to pause because this is a long video. I'm not going to go through every second, but the point is, he does a lot of breakdowns on the game's issues
I already knew
as well.
Xbox One was gonna get the fucking patch early and the update early. So I been took that bitch off. I was the head of game a long time ago. You know what I'm saying? But look, man, all this shit that's been going on is just crazy to me, my nigga. So who the fuck is the first Legend 4? I bet everybody a Legend 4. It's probably niggas right now riding around with skateboards, my nigga. I swear to God. Like, the grind is completely over. Everything is completely fucked up, man. And speaking of patch 4, what did y'all patch, my nigga? What exactly did y'all patch, 2K?
Listen up.
Everything is still the exact same. It still seemed like patch 3 to me, except for bum ass niggas is making all these well contested 3-pointers and
He said, you know, they patched it, but it's broken supposedly.
niggas is making all these well contested 3-pointers and all type of bullshit now. You know what I'm saying? Where the fuck is rep at? I mean, where the fuck is rec? You know what I'm saying? Y'all still didn't put rep on Pro-Am. Ain't nobody finna play Pro-Am. You don't get no rep for it, my nigga. Do you even get VC for Pro-Am, y'all? Do they get y'all VC? Because I don't even know. I ain't never played this shit a day in my life, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Y'all still got 3 seconds in the paint, which is trash. You know what I'm saying? You still make more 3-pointers than mid-ranges, my nigga. I could be wide open for a mid-range and miss, but I could be well-contested 3-pointer and make that bitch. That's how backwards this game is, man. And this patch 4, is y'all gonna make another patch after this? You know what I'm saying? Like, what exactly are y'all doing right now? Like, who the fuck, whoever the niggas that be doing all this shit, y'all need to fire these niggas and send them niggas to NBA Live, because they trash, my nigga. Y'all need to get them niggas out the game right now, coach. You know what I'm saying? But as y'all can see, they don't know what the fuck to do. They just gave everybody free rep, my nigga. For all y'all lesson
Anyway,
threes that
that's
grind.
one of many people, and we're gonna go through some of this. But the point is, you hear this in today's game, the same exact lies. It's not that 2K is bad. 2K25 is always bad. There are things that are messed up, just like in 2016, just like in 15, just like in 17. Whatever favorite game you think is so perfect because you've been you know, living in a fantasy in your mind, like the Matrix. The truth is, all of them have bugs, all of them have issues, and there's no perfection. All right. And now I'm gonna kind of skim through a couple of other videos that I found.
What is up,
very
guys?
quickly.
It's JJ2K, and in this video we're about to go over the top 5 reasons why NBA 2K16 was and is trash. So without further ado, let's hop into number 1.
We're gonna skip through some of his stuff to
First
kind of
off,
listen
the
to it.
points in this game were actually useful and they actually helped you. The 2, 3, and 4 spot, meaning the shooting guard, small forward, and power forward, were basically useless. To be honest, if you were a point guard, you could shoot better than a shooting guard and a small forward, not to mention. And what they do in 2K16, they say, well, it was way too easy to score in 2K15. Might as well make it harder. And thus, they made defense technically overpowered. There were not enough ways to get open, and when you did, majority of the time, especially in the early game, you would brick wide open shots. I know I'm not the only one. Tons of
check
you
this
guys
out.
would know they put you in stupid animations at the wrong time. There's not enough block animations, and the whole game basically revolves around animations to the point where it doesn't even seem realistic. Now, don't get me wrong, games run off animations, but if you guys have ever played games like Madden, you would know that there's more than one animation for a certain type of thing. Like whenever you get a tackle in Madden, there are multiple animations for jog animations and certain rep changes and adding a tiger. That really bugs me, bro. 2K15, at least they had the rec and some other fun things to do there, and the clothes were somewhat original. This year, all they really did adding clothes-wise was whenever it's Halloween, they add some clothes. Whenever it's a certain holiday, they might add in some.
Now, let's just watch one more YouTuber real quick. Top reasons 2K16 is dead. As you see. And so it's just ridiculous, man. We've seen this a few
Maybe
times.
it's just an optical illusion because there's no speed boosting anymore. But to me, the game speed is really, really, really slow all of a sudden.
All right, let's check out the second
Number
reason.
2, the ball handling in this game is so bad. It's not even ball handling. It's just spamming size ups here, there, Curry top step here, Crawford there, Kobe escape there.
All right.
2K15,
So,
you were in
all right.
control of everything.
I
your
think
guy
you get the
did,
picture.
which is why
How
I
hopefully,
with the handling,
if y'all
body
still
and
watching and y'all
correct
breaking
it
free
now,
from the
because now it's
Matrix
so stiff. And if you do something
and
wrong,
starting to
your guy
wake
will
up
pick his
to the
dribble,
fact
which is
that, yeah,
unrealistic
none of these games were perfect and they had a lot of flaws.
So,
And we got to be real about that
let's get to
and
number
don't get
3.
stuck in the memory. This is
Inconsistency
a
in this
really,
game
really
is
key
off the
thing that I'm
charts
going
in
to
a
say.
bad way.
And let me turn off this video real quick. This is a very important thing. So when you get nostalgia and you're like reminiscing on something, your favorite day when you was younger, this or that, it's actually not a memory. It's actually a recall of a memory, meaning that like you're trying to recreate it. And this is something scientists have been studying on what is a memory. And so you're recreating the idea of that memory. because the way time passes, and this might be a little bit over y'all heads, but stick with me. The way time passes is that you can't relive that day. You can't relive that situation. The way you feel, the way you exist in today's day is going to be different tomorrow. So every moment that passes is a new memory of that memory. And so if you ever notice, you thought about a time in your life, you look back at it now, 20 years later, you say, damn, you know what? I was a different person back then. And your memory of that would be totally different, even though you can try to remember it the way it was when you were young. Maybe you were angry back then and now you laugh at it. Perfect example. So NBA 2K16 and whichever game you love was not as good as you thought it was. Same story goes for these games, the new modern games. They're not as bad as you think they are. And one of the biggest things that you see in social media is, oh man, it's worse than ever. Everything is worse than ever. You know, like old people, for example, will say, back in my day, it was so much better. Back in my day, you know, and they're talking about their lives. Like, oh, the modern day people, oh, the society's bad. You know, things are bad right now in the world. And it's like, bro, back in the day, they used to do raid, burn people alive. And you telling me that back in the day was worse than today, where we're a little more civil? I don't mean that it ain't bad out there sometimes, but it's the same thing with 2K. This idea that everything was better back in the day, this idea that, you know, nothing was as bad. And it's like, no, sure, there's bad things on each game. I'm not one of these guys defending 2K, any of the 2Ks. I always talk about the issues, but I also give compliments to things that I enjoyed. You know what I mean? And that's where the difference between me and somebody else is, like, they're just focusing on things they hate. That's not a healthy way to live, man. And so anyways, I share all that to kind of give you a little bit of perspective. Yeah, man, 2K16 wasn't as good as or any of those 2K games. And hopefully you break free from that mindset and you start realizing, yo, I want them to make a good game. In 2025, 2026, 2027, make a new game that's got better balance, that's got better mechanics, that's got better everything. Can you add the old parks or add some features from the old games and implement them? Sure, why not? Go for it. You feel me? But don't get gassed about it, you know? And that's where we're at. And hopefully I hope you break free from the mental prison that we create for ourselves with this type of thinking, and we could move forward. Again, it was just a casual thing. Shout out to all the people that I put on the video. Don, JJ, and Soul. They were all of it in there. Just using the footage to kind of give y'all an example. If you go Google it, you'll see the same type of fake rage bait. And it's not fake, but it's basically nonsense. Like, come on, bro. You know, none of these games were perfect. Let's be real. That's the main point I was trying to make. But with that said, I do have breakdown about 2K16 and actually what is coming to 2026 for 2K. They might be not remaking it, but bringing it back in a special way. So you should go check that out. All right. I'll see y'all on the next one. Be safe out there. I'm glad you're out the Matrix. Go check out the next one. It's popping up on screen now. Peace.